Stay connected. The latest news, the latest entertainment, the newest music. If it's in the air or on the air, it can be in the palm of your hand, wherever you are, with the iHeart Radio app.
I'm not in it, but I can see it. I'm sort of in it now. Yeah, if I scoot up to the table, my face is in it.
Facebook Live, what's up? We finna do it. Come on and join this conversation. This thing finna be right. You got it. Can you hear that? Look, this one up while I'm over. Any. Yeah. Just get started, you know?
Greetings, Atlanta, America, worldwide internet. Thank you for tuning in to 1100 WWE. You're listening to Shop Talking Randomish with King Insane. I am Will Sane.
And it's your boy Rick Kane. What's good with you? And we sitting there with the lovely Miss Starlight. How you doing?
How are you? How are you?
Great, we're great tonight.
And we also got my man on the boards.
As always.
The man Maximilian. What's good with you, my brother?
I wish I knew. I'm just happy to be here, getting through another day. I got to say thank the Lord, first of all.
Oh, yeah.
You. Just get me through.
Oh,
Thank you, man. I got 2 11-year-olds in the house, 2 of them today. The whole week.
We got twins?
Nah, man, I got one son, his boy is hanging out with him for weeks.
Carl Cali been out of school.
I was almost throwing both of them out here.
Oh, yeah, Carl.
I really took both of them.
What the kids do, man?
And that was, you know.
Just being boys?
2 11-year-old boys being boys.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he being dad.
The hormones, man.
Yeah.
They chasing the girls yet?
Them the girls.
They chasing the girls yet?
Yeah, they both got girlfriends. But we say, you know, they're friends that are
Just let it
girlfriends.
go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't have no girlfriends. We don't need nothing that serious.
Exactly.
But I'm glad they got girlfriends and they ain't no boyfriends. I don't mean no
Hey, as a man,
But you still gotta play that parent role like, that's not right, son. You're too young to be kissing. But inside that man inside of you is saying, give me a high five.
hey man, hey when Zay, cause I took him to a dance one time and seen this little girl, cause Zay gon' dance. He gonna get out there and do his thing, boy. Had a little girl like that check. I said, Zay, what's up? I don't know. She getting on my nerve, Daddy. And just smile. Okay, yes. Then last year he supposed to have a dance and he's supposed to be meeting some little girl. His mama called me. Zay's supposed to be meeting. He needs something to wear to the dance. He's supposed to be meeting the little chick. Hey, I'm over there jumping, gave myself a high five. Yes. And then, but when Naya, Naya's supposed to be going to the 9th grade dance. The first question I asked, what we wearing? I'm going with, no. I am your date.
Exactly.
What we wearing to the dance?
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
You know, and I'm my daughter, like yours, in the 9th grade right now.
Man.
I am told, she told me she had a boyfriend, and I was all against it, and I ignored it forever. I'm like, no, you don't have a boyfriend. And the other day she told me she broke up with her boyfriend because she found out his parents voted for Trump. Wanted to give him a bigger high five on that. I'm just saying, yes. Good job, you know, you get proud of your kids for certain things.
Yes.
You know?
Oh yeah.
She made a business decision. I put it. Made a business decision.
Yes, sir. So how's your family, man?
I appreciate it, man. That's where I'm coming from. I'm rushing in right now. My uncle passed away. Thank you guys for your prayers and everything, your thoughts and everything. I thank you all. I thank the listeners. My uncle, he was battling cancer, passed away last week, and you know how black folks do. We wait a week to put you in arrest so everybody can get together.
Everybody get here.
Yeah.
You know, so-and-so, Uncle Cousin, you got to come from so-and-so.
Everybody got to get the money right.
Hey, dog, you ain't bring no chicken?
Man,
No, y'all got some chicken.
you know
and
what's
some
bad, and
drinks.
I feel bad for saying this. On the way, because we had a funeral, because he was a veteran. He's a veteran. And so we buried him at a military grave site.
Yes, sir.
And so I had to drive 45 minutes back to where the repast was
Yes.
because I let my sister hold my truck. and I had to tell her, get me a plate, put it in my truck.
Yes, sir.
Because I gotta go.
Yes, sir.
I gotta drop this car off, grab my truck, and just leave. I don't have time to come in and talk. So I apologize. I did not get you a plate.
And no drinks. No, hey, if ain't nothing else.
No pound cake.
No.
No nothing.
But I did. I have cake in the car. I have cake in the car.
Nana pudding.
No.
I had to eat the mac and cheese, but I got cake in the car.
Nana pudding. Hey, let me tell you what's funny. The last 2 funerals that been in my family, we had to request sides.
What?
Didn't nobody bring sides. We had, we had.
If I just broke the meat,
Chicken. They ain't had nothing but chicken. Chicken and bread and drinks. That's what chicken, bread, and drinks.
That's what happened when my mom died, man. Everybody just kept bringing chicken. I mean, we had so much chicken, we just got tired of chicken. We
Yeah.
got tired of even people coming.
I
You
have
love
to honestly
family, but
say,
still.
I have an aunt. Well, she's actually my only aunt now living on my dad's side. But I think she's one of the smartest people I've ever heard when it comes to giving people food during those times. She bakes pasta. So
She
you
does
get a
pasta.
big giant thing of spaghetti or, whatever your favorite pasta is. I'm like, see, I like her. I think I like this.
She must be bougie.
No.
Yeah, she must be
It's
on
just she
how she
knows-
did it.
No, she
know
knows
good away.
everybody gonna
Go
bring
some
chicken. So here's something else in case
Yes,
you don't want
sir.
chicken.
Everybody always brings chicken, man. I tell you, that's the truth. Everybody brings the chicken.
And that Will saying, well, you know how y'all do in the barbershop. Y'all can't keep all this.
Yeah.
Y'all don't put it on vibrate. Won't turn it off.
That's,
Just
that's
making
what
all.
happens when you get old people with technology.
You know I am with this
You know
technology.
he don't
How
know.
to Facebook
Man,
react.
I do not.
I know he don't know
not.
what him doing.
I'm trying to share right now and invite everybody to come in. Hey, we got to get into it.
Hold up.
Oh, my bad.
First of all,
Talk to me.
baby, we in the new station.
Oh, yes.
And we have made it home. We got kicked up. We at 1100 a.m. The number to call in is 888. Excuse me. That's if you're in your mama basement. You dial 1-888-926-7562. But the local number is 404-603-8770. And to go online to come into the shop and check us out, you go to 1100atlanta.com. That's 1100atlanta.com.
And the rules are still the same, which is say what you mean what you say, just don't be mean when you say it, and there's no subject in this barbershop that's taboo. If you want to come inside the shop and change the topic of conversation, feel free to do so. This is the people's show. This is your show. We just open the door and say, come on in.
Hey, but when you come in the barbershop, you got to leave a tip.
Yes.
Got to leave a tip now.
Got to. Give us a wise
I
saying.
mean, give a,
Give us a wise saying, one of those old sayings that your uncle used to tell you back in the day.
I prefer dead presidents for my tip. Dead ones. With the, on the greenbacks on my tips.
Some of them founding fathers.
Some of them found it. Hey, man, let's get to it, man.
Let's go, man.
Hey, I did a Facebook post. We did a Facebook post, and they said, kneeling for what? And I'm sure somebody was like, what do he mean by that? In fact, I said kneeling, protesting for what? And I'm sure a lot of folks trying to figure out what do I mean by that. Well, if you also notice, when I advertised this show, I also put the latest Sports Illustrated cover. And it got all the owners and all different teams standing up, protesting.
Yep.
And then I got to thinking, Colin Kaepernick was not on that cover.
Yeah, Steph Marbury. I mean, not Steph Marbury, excuse me. Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
Made the uproar.
Mentioned
about it.
that.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, why is he not on this cover? and that was one of the things that made me ask the question, why are you kneeling? Why are you protesting? Why? And it's a shame that all of this has happened after 45 came out and made his statement about fire, get rid of
Those SOBs, man.
these SOBs
Yeah.
if you choose to, what they call, disrespect the flag. Now, my problem with all of this is not what this whole entire thing was about. I think we have lost the message. the message is completely gone. And once 45 stepped on it, I think that's totally has got rid of the message. What y'all think?
You know, I've been going back and forth with a few of my friends, and I have a lot of friends who are conservatives because, like I say, I'm partially conservative when it comes to certain things. I'm liberal when it comes to other things. But we've been going back and forth about this, and I've gotten to the point where I wonder, do they even, first of all, know what Colin Kaepernick is protesting about? What is it? Because, or do they know, but they choose not to listen and want to change the dialogue in order to drown out the whole entire message? Because when you, I doubt, and I ask you this, I doubt, highly doubt, if many of the people who are up in arms, if they have even heard what Colin Kaepernick has had to say about, one, America, about, two, the reason for the protest, three, how he feels about our veterans, and four, he stated that he knows that he's rich and he's wealthy because of this great country, and he loves America. He stated that.
Well, we're going to get to all that. Somebody just walked in the barbershop. Holler at your boys, what you need, what you want.
Okay, Rick, Will, Starlight,
So,
What's going on,
What's
man?
good with you, A?
y'all have a chance to take a look at the Malik Richmond story, Youngstown State football player?
No.
Nah, talk to me about it. Bring it up.
Alright, here's the deal. Malik Richmond was convicted of rape a few years ago. It was a national story. He was an outstanding Steubenville football player. Him and a couple of his buddies drunk at a party with a bunch of other drunk teenagers when they're in high school. Had sex with a drunk girl.
I do know this.
And the story was, no surprise, they videoed some of it.
Of course.
Drunk,
yeah.
okay? Everybody here is underage, everybody here is legally drunk, and the story is that she got down without her consent. She was lethargic on the video, for what they showed, okay? But they look kind of messed up too. Malik Richmond part in the video was minute, okay? And he says he didn't do it. But Malik Richmond gets convicted of rape to other teenagers as well. He's underage. So in place of a adult jail sentence, he goes to the DH, the juvenile detention home in Ohio, okay? He does this here, never makes a deal. He never gives any acknowledgement of anything other than his innocence. During the time while he's in the DH, he takes some college classes and finishes them successfully with good standing. He didn't have a bad record when he was in high school as far as academics, disciplinary issues, and he was a good standing with the football team. He gets out of the DH, gets admitted to Youngstown State University, walks on the football team, and makes the team. Youngstown State is a relatively competitive team for the conference that it's in.
Yes.
Okay?
It's always in one of the top. It's always in one of the top of the FBS,
Yeah,
whatever they call it now.
Right. So
Yes.
that says something for his skill set, meaning because he missed out a year and he still was able to walk on and make the team. There's protests by some of the student body and people around the community. They don't want him on the team. They don't want him on the team. I should make note here, Youngstown State is a state-funded, taxpayer-funded public college, okay? That's important for this story. The president of the school and a couple of the board of trustees and some board of trustees decide that not only should he not be allowed to play this year, but he should also lose a year's eligibility as a result of not being able to play. He got into the school clean. He walked onto the team clean. Okay? The coaching staff admitted him on the team because of his skill set clean. He has no record of wrongdoing on campus. Okay? So naturally, he cried foul. Right? The protesters will cry and foul as well. He gets an attorney. It makes it to what I think was the Ohio State Supreme Court. I don't remember if it was the Ohio State or if it was one of the district courts. But the judge makes a decision that they're not going to be able to keep him off the team as of right now. Because the school appeals it. But as of right now, he's on the team September 14th. He was on the team. Okay? have my tip, by the way, before I get off the air. Well, my question to you is, the three of you, is it right to have to be able to play on the team as being a convicted rapist?
Yes.
Or is it right that he not be able to be on the team because he is a convicted rapist? I make this one comment before I give my closing opinion on this. If you don't let him on the football team because of that, then what else you gonna block him from? Can he not take a job on campus? Are there certain sidewalks he can't walk down?
Well, yeah, it's already certain sidewalks he can't walk down if he's a pedophile, if he's a convicted sexual offender. There are certain sidewalks he can't walk down. Yeah, he can't be in certain feet of a school district of a school.
He's clean.
I mean-
He doesn't have to.
Well, if he's a registered sex, but you still have to register as a sex offender, though. You should if he's convicted of a sex.
It depends on the state. It depends on the state
It
code.
depends on the age.
Because he was a minor, it depends.
I'll
And
look at that
if
case
he
on
does register, he's probably only a 1.
Okay.
And 1s are different. Because of that, they were catching too many minors, and they were labeling too many minors as sexual predators because of that case of like, okay, well the girl ain't of age of consent. Well, neither is the boy, so why is the boy getting it?
Yeah.
So because of that, everybody's now 1. If you have like that situation where you weren't an actual
Yeah,
violent offender,
No.
violent offender. So it's like it depends on the actual state itself.
Okay.
Now, I feel if this young man has served his time, has done everything that was asked of him to do by the state, and he has completed this and has completed it successfully and has not had any, he had no priors and nothing after this, he should be allowed to be a full student athlete at Youngstown University. That's what I feel.
I agree. To me, there's nothing that should stop him from actually playing. I can understand. Now, I will say I understand from some people's perspective of saying that it's a convicted rapist, convicted sexual offender, or whatever. I understand. However, I don't see you denying that man because of that if he has served his time. And if he has proven in a period of time that he's not a threat.
To society.
Yeah. My only comment on it would be he deserves to play. However, you get caught in a situation like this again,
Oh, yes,
you
right.
might need to understand what it
man.
means to have the hammer drop on you.
You know what? But
Be
wait-
like, bye. No, because it's like even if you find yourself in a situation again
Run.
where you're still innocent,
run.
you around the wrong situation.
Run. I don't
it's
care.
like let it go.
I wouldn't
Like
even-
why are you by that again?
If I was him, I would not even take a woman out to drink. Because I'm like,
No,
if she gets
like,
drunk,
truthfully,
I'm like, if she
like,
gets,
no
if we
alcohol
get drunk
for you
and something
anywhere near
happens,
the campus.
Yeah.
Like,
correct. I
when
would
you
stay
on
away
this
from.
team, no alcohol.
Yes, see,
I would-
No
yeah,
cough
he needs to keep his nose
medicine.
clean.
Nothing that
I
will
was-
make you seem
No cough medicine.
No, nothing.
No, not
yeah, he's still. I mean, in so many ways, he's still serving time.
Yeah.
Because
That's what I always
everything,
do.
everything that he does from to death do he part, he gonna be scrutinized because of what it seems as if he done. Yes,
Correct.
Because, like you say, he can't go to a normal party and kick it like everybody else can. You can't do that. So, but yes, I do think that he should be allowed to play football and go to Youngstown University. Eric,
Yo,
see my cashier.
my tip of the day.
Go ahead.
I said greenbacks.
Go
Dollar
ahead, give me your
bills.
tip.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Give me your tip. What's your tip? Then you gotta go. What's your
Just said
tip?
you
What's your
have
tip,
to.
man?
Yes, you can trust a big butt and smile. And any black people, there'll be the big booty mama and a father's mother. Also has a big booty.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
This can be accomplished, and it should not be compared to synthetically commercial things.
I appreciate it, bro. Get out
All
of here.
right, hey.
See that's y'all.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the type of tips I'm talking about.
That's y'all claim.
Hey, somebody else just walked in the barber shop. What you need? What you want?
Hey man, I just wanted to comment on the Colin Kaepernick thing, man.
Let's do it.
What you got? Who's this? What's your name?
First of all, what's your name?
What's your name? Hold up.
First of all, what's your name?
Mr. Wayne,
What's good, Dwayne? Holla at your boy. What's up?
I believe wholeheartedly that it's all about money. Once the owners realized that Donald Trump was trying to affect this product,
Hello?
Did we lose
Are
him?
you there?
Hold on for a second. Double.
they
Oh,
The money started being affected. It started becoming an issue.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Colin Kaepernick clearly stated that he understands the plight of the military. He likes the police officers. It's all about injustice of people in America.
So let me.
All those NFL players and everybody speaking out has an opportunity to stand behind him, take a knee when he was doing that. Then once they started talking about the product on the field, people need to be fired, people need to boycott, then it became an issue. Like, you know what, let's lock arms, let's unify. But they should have unified in the beginning when they saw all this social injustice going on in the first place.
So, Dwayne, let me ask you this question then. So what were they, in your opinion, what are they kneeling or protesting for?
They were kneeling and protesting because it's the fad. It's cool.
Hey.
That's the thing to do right now.
Yeah.
They protesting Donald Trump. They're not protesting, the social injustice that Colin Kaepernick was speaking out about. They protesting Donald Trump, the president. They want to.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, they just want to trying to really just get him impeached, in a sense. But that's not going to happen. But again, once they started talking, he started pointing fingers at them. Then it became an issue.
Are you boycotting? Are you boycotting the NFL?
Oh no, I watched the NFL.
Okay. Okay.
I just think what they were doing was a joke.
Yeah.
I don't think it was genuine.
All right, Dwayne, give us a tip for the day and then get out of here.
Hey, Dwayne, I prefer dollar bill, y'all. I take some chicken change. What's the tip for the day?
My tip for the day, roll tide.
Oh, hell.
Oh, well, get him out of here! Get him out of here!
You got it, man.
You was almost good. You was almost there.
Hey, fellas, thank y'all for joining us in the barbershop. We're going to take a quick break. Please call your boys at 404-603-8770. Please come back, and we're going to get back on this conversation when we return.
And ladies, join us.
Go on in here, Mike. You ain't off the hook. Everybody in the barbershop on this one. I say
We don't put the you put the earphones. Oh, cause the music playing, right? That's what. That's what I say. It's crazy right now, though. But I don't know. It's just like.
Did you see that the clip I shared on my page? The guy that was talking to Chris Carter.
Somebody was talking about Chris Carter.
No, he was talking to Chris Carter about how they
Did y'all
changed
see
it.
Herschel Walker video?
Hershey got CTE. He don't know what
What
he's
she
talking
said?
He said he's staying behind Donald Trump. He need to ban.
about. He should walk a
He need to
cliff.
get real. He said them players need to be fined or banned from playing the internet.
Man, we lost Herschel Walker a long time ago. We just try to act like we ain't lost that.
He did get lost a long time.
We lost Herschel a long time ago.
Yeah, he ain't been the same since he had to go to Minnesota. Jerry Jones let him go.
Hey, dog. They had to take that. They had to take that.
Yeah, they had
to take that, dog. They got a Super Bowl out that draft. That trade.
Like I said, man, it's just too much.
Minnesota got finessed on that deal.
Oh, who's in Minnesota?
You care about being on camera?
Everything they gave up.
You don't care that. Mike, you need to come on in here.
They got
Care about
way
what?
too much on that.
Being on camera. Come on in here.
Care about who?
Being on camera.
You know I don't care about me. See,
That kid. So you come on in here, Bob. We finna get on this
we
conversation.
gotta talk about your owner. And I want to be on camera. So speaking of
Man,
camera,
I was so mad. I almost stopped becoming a Cowboys fan after that, man.
Because of Jerry Jones?
Yeah, man.
You don't like what he did?
Now they saying, oh well, we done with the protest. You know, we did what we had to do, and
So how they done with it?
yeah.
I don't, you know what? I'll see what I'm saying. I'm to the point where I'm just like, there you go.
No, you ain't on camera.
Man, y'all gonna beat up on my team now.
No. It's not. No. What did they do?
That Jerry Jones mess.
it wasn't y'all. It wasn't the team. So they had
What's
to-
it? That's what I'm
You gonna
saying.
take a knee before the goddamn.
But make
That's
sure
after
he
they
went and
stood
got
up.
the camera guy back to
Right.
come in front of him.
It's 1100 WWE.
It's
300.
1100.
300.
WWE 1100 AM.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Reasons. I pledge allegiance. our cast. Verse 1. Use our cast it, meaning.
No, it's like magic.
You be well.
All right. Yeah, about 30 seconds. About 30 seconds.
Even when things are slow, don't let it go. What
Bring it in.
I do this. Okay, well you gotta bring it in. Cause she gets her now on camera, dude.
Welcome back to Talking Randomish with King Insane on 1100 WWE
AM.
AM. I gotta get used to this, man.
Yes sir, yes sir. Everybody gotta do. Hey man, we got my man Mike from B-Side. He came over in here. Hey, we trying to get everybody on this conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm a firm believer that ain't nothing gonna happen until we all sit down and have these conversations. Mike, what's good with you, man?
I mean, I believe wholeheartedly in what you said, man. It's an uncomfortable conversation,
Yes.
but it's a conversation that must be had, not just within the black community. I mean, with all races, we gotta be uncomfortable.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's a proven fact that no change has came in America until we all have came together for this change.
Yeah.
Even in the civil rights movement, nothing got done until whites got involved.
Yeah.
Until
The rich, like,
yeah,
got
I mean,
involved.
come on, you know.
And then to be honest with you, then that's sort of why it's good that the owners have now stepped up.
No, it's not.
Hold
ahead.
on. See, this is why I'm gonna say this. The reason why I say that is because, yes, the owners are protecting their product. However, the owners are also, at this time, not cowering to the pressure of the highest office in this nation and many of his supporters who are now stating that they plan to boycott their sport and their product.
Can
Well,
I
see,
have their season
the-
tickets?
Hey,
A lot of people are burning their season tickets. Which I'm trying to say, if you're a Falcons fan and you had that Dallas Cowboys season ticket, I need that.
hey,
Oh, no.
Let me get that.
They burning jerseys too.
Bernie.
Now.
Hey,
Yeah,
but see,
man.
this is my problem. But no, the
But
owners.
they already got the money for their jersey. They don't give a damn.
Oh, hey,
They already got the money.
hey, could you?
No, I'm talking to
You talking yourself, you know? Hey, but see, this is my problem with the whole owner thing.
Yeah.
It took for the 45 to come out and make a statement.
Yeah,
And then
because
say
all
something.
right, I'm gonna ask you as a question because I'm gonna defend the owners on this.
Please.
Why would I kneel as an owner when I'm trying to sell a product?
Okay, now let me ask you this question, and to answer your question.
Because
let
my
me ask
product
you- no,
is
no,
under-
let me-
my
let me
product is
ask you
under
a question.
attack. Go
So
ahead.
why are the owners kneeling?
Because the president is saying you should fire your guys and you should tell your players, you should mandate that your players do something. The owners are saying, wait a minute. You don't talk about our players the way you talked about our players. You don't call them out of their names. You don't disrespect our players. And our players are doing their God-given and soldier American-given right.
Can I play something? Can I play y'all something?
Go ahead.
Colin Kaepernick, when he first started this, made a statement as to why he's doing it.
Yes.
Can we hear that?
You got that? Got that, Max?
I mean, ultimately, it's to bring awareness and make people, realize what's really going on in this country. There are a lot of things that are going on that are unjust, people aren't being held accountable for, and that's something that needs to change. That's something that, this country stands for freedom, liberty, justice for all, and it's not happening for all right now.
Okay.
Exactly.
When Colin Kaepernick, he was asked this question when this first started. That's why he kneeled.
Correct.
He made this statement. This is why he did what he
Actually,
did.
that was why he sat down.
Yes.
He started
He started
kneeling
kneeling
after he
got
fought
a
with
letter.
the Marine.
Yes.
And the
There's a
Marine
lady-
was like, I understand what you're doing. And he was like, but some of the ways we have protested in the military for years.
When I protested, where we honored our fallen soldiers
as
and
well
comrades.
as when they stood against
No.
the fact that because he was talking about when they came,
I have it, but I can't pull it up right now.
No. The military doesn't protest.
Now, I'm not saying the
Yeah.
protest. I'm saying the fact where they would do things where it's like, okay, I don't like what the country's doing to us.
No,
we
no,
stick
no,
our
no,
neck
no,
out.
no, you can't.
So-
No. Let us
They
speak
can't
up.
do that.
I'm sorry.
They can't do that.
No, I'm not saying that they
We don't-
protest. It's saying it's like, okay, there have been times where they wanted to speak up
No.
about what has happened, but you
No,
can't.
I got to disagree with you on that because we don't do.
I'm saying from personal
That's not
experience
what- but that's
of
not-
veterans I have in my family. They were saying there were times where they came back and wanted to say something, but because when you're still in that office of wearing the uniform, you can't.
Yes, but
So-
they board did not say that that's what the military did, and that's not what we do in the military. We don't.
No,
do-
I'm not saying him.
Okay.
I'm saying Colin went to kneeling after he had that conversation with
Correct. You
him
got that
to
left from- yes.
respect
Yes.
Correct.
the military
Yes.
because he was like, it wasn't against them. It wasn't even against the flag. It wasn't even against the country. It was about what was going on wrong in the country.
We also
Exactly.
we also had that clip of him addressing the whole military thing.
I have great respect for men and women that have fought for this country. I have family, I have friends that have gone and fought for this country. And they fight for freedom. They fight for the people. They fight for liberty and justice for everyone. And that's not happening.
Now, back to me and the conversation we were just having about the owners. Why didn't they come out and support this man then if that was an issue?
Because-
Why did it have to? Why did 45 and everybody else have to come out and say something and try to make this solely about the flag,
It's-
disrespecting the country?
I am glad you
before
asked.
they
I am glad
before
you
they
asked.
decided to
because
stand up.
Dwayne said it and Colin says it further on in this conversation. Colin stated, I'm not asking everybody, all these players to follow me and do this with me
Yes.
because I know the consequences of what could happen.
Yes.
The owners, and as Dwayne said it, it's a money thing.
Yes.
I am not going to, as an owner of a business, and as a black owner of a business, I will be honest with you, I am not going to kneel because of what's going on. Because I have a product to sell to everyone. And I know that there are ignorant people, even if I state this is the reason why I'm doing this, there are still the ignorant people who are going to say, well, you're doing it because you hate this country. I just told you, as Colin Kaepernick told you, it's not about I hate this country. It's the same thing as these people think that Colin Kaepernick is talking about himself. They like to say that all these spoiled, rich, coddled athletes, when Colin Kaepernick even says, this isn't about me. I'm speaking for the person who doesn't have a voice.
Yes. Yes.
But that's what and that's why I feel as well, the owners did not want to take that ridicule and that loss of income for their product.
You got to understand at the same time, if it's something that you strongly believe in, you already know the consequences
Yeah.
of whatever
You could-
actions you
You
take.
suffer a
Exactly.
If it's
That's why the
not that
owners did
important to
not
them,
take
then
it.
if it was that important to them, and they knew, like, okay, well, I know I'm gonna get some type of backlash from this, but this is important to me, I'm gonna speak up
Okay,
regardless.
here's my problem with you speaking up. And this is, I say with you speaking up, because I really don't have a problem with people speaking up.
Right.
The thing is, it's the same thing once again. People look at it as they don't want to listen to politics or you telling them that there's something wrong when they say, quote unquote, I came to be entertained by you. Let's be honest. And I want everybody who's listening, who's against the players, to be honest. You don't tune in to watch who stands at a damn flag.
Now they do.
No, you do now.
Right.
But that is part of the media problem. I will give media part of this. Because the media could just as easily cut off that part of the beginning of the game and quit panning around to see who's sitting and standing. All the media, what the camera should do, focus on the I shouldn't say damn, focus on the flag in the middle and the soldiers and personnel who are holding the flag.
So
I got a
Well,
comment
ain't
though on that. I
patriotism.
got a comment
It
though
ain't
on that.
patriotism.
I hate the fact I forgot the guy's name, but there was a guy who was on with Chris Carter and another young lady on his
Bald-headed.
ESPN.
Bald head, whitish looking guy.
Yes.
Nick Wright.
Nick Wright.
Oh my God, his comment
I'm about-
was so amazing.
I'm about to say it real quick.
Be-
I think I know what you're talking about.
because he said 3 things at the end of his whole statement about it that basically could crush any just bigot-minded person in this country in regards to quote-unquote the statement of disrespecting the flag. First of all, the flag is a piece of cloth. It is a symbol. There are many other symbols that represent the United States of America. The flag is just the biggest one most people know. But also, he was saying in regards to someone kneeling or even sitting or not even saying the, singing the national anthem when it comes on, let alone saying the Pledge of Allegiance, that's their right to do it under this country. However, with the mandate that was set aside for what to do with the flag
US
and
Code
how to
10,
treat the flag,
U.S. Code 10.
we break that law every day on Sunday when we stretch that flag out horizontally. It's never supposed to be horizontal. We're never supposed to wear it. How many people on the 4th of July are wearing that flag?
Yes. Using it as a marketing
American
tool.
flag
Exactly.
Yes.
And it's the same
I got
thing if
some
you
socks,
talk
no
about
t-shirt.
it was It was another post I saw.
T-shirt.
There's another post I saw this week that was talking about how when the players actually first started coming out. And it was around the same time where they were trying to use the military to
2009.
boost
Ratings.
to extra boost ratings.
Yeah,
But
but
even before they used that as the recruiting part.
Yes.
Back when it was just you turn in to watch the game and who's gonna sing the national anthem.
Yes.
That's already like making a mockery of what it's supposed to be about. Like you're still in the media being like, oh, okay, ooh, who sang it? Ooh, they didn't sing it right. Oh, ooh, they tore it up. They did it great.
Well, that's a bet in Vegas about how long they gonna sing, how long it's gonna take for them to
how
sing.
bad it's gonna be.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And it's like, but we mad because somebody
you know
just
they
happened
were
to
two
sit
versions.
down.
Yeah, but you know they were two versions with Whitney.
Yeah, the
Marvin
soulful
Gaye.
version
Whitney's the
and
one.
the hot
Whitney's
version.
the one.
It was, but hey, Marvin Gaye used to go off every night. The TV used to go off. I know y'all millennials don't know that about when the TV go off.
They don't know about it.
Every night when the TV go on, say
When the-
you see.
And then we had black and white. That's like we had black and white
favorite version
TVs.
of Carl Lewis.
Whatever.
Carl Lewis.
Everyone, please pull up the YouTube video.
Oh, he was worse than Roseanne.
Then you talk about disrespect.
He was worse
talking
than
about
Roseanne.
disrespect.
That was horrible.
It was disrespectful for him to open his mouth.
It was like, dude, go run a beat. Don't
You know what?
stay.
And to speak on, can I finish up what you were saying about Nick Wright? Another part, and I got to give credit to Nick Wright for this because this is not my original thought. But Nick Wright also brought up to the question, okay, for everyone who is so disrespected, okay, I have one question, which is Nick Wright's question. Are you upset with the disrespect of the flag as you see it, or are you upset with the message? Meaning, if Colin Kaepernick told you that he was kneeling because of the way we treat our veterans as they return back from war.
Exactly.
If I'm taking this knee until we get our homeless veterans into shelters, until we feed our starving veterans, until we heal our ailing veterans, until we once again cut down on the suicide rate of our veterans. Until we fix those things, I am taking a knee.
Go, boy.
Your president himself will be taking a knee.
No, he won't. No,
Because
he
you know what?
wouldn't.
You know
He don't
why?
like the
No,
military.
you want to know why? Oh, yes, Donald Trump loves the military.
Really?
No,
Why he wouldn't
you know
serve?
what we getting?
Why he wouldn't serve?
No.
No.
They gonna
Yes,
make
you
money.
will love the military. Don't mean you won't serve the military.
Yes, sir.
You can love the military and not serve. He loves the military.
Yeah, now.
No, he's always.
That's because he's
always-
trying. No, when he
No.
first came in,
I
he
think
was
so.
talking about cutting the budget. Then he came in and
You're
told he
right
could
about
start a
that. A lot
war.
of
He
people
was
don't
gonna
know
give
that.
them
A lot of
money.
people don't know about that.
He was gonna cut the budget.
He was originally
elected, though.
against.
Okay, that's not something you say to get elected. Now you can say manage the budget
No.
better.
He changed in the middle
You
of
can
his.
say manage the
He
budget
changed in the
better.
middle of his.
But you
running.
don't cut down. You don't cut it off. He
His
was gonna
numbers
cut it
started.
off.
His numbers
He
started.
originally stated that he was going to cut funding for the military,
Right.
and then to beat all his competitors out,
Yeah.
he then started saying, "No, I'm going to boost up."
That's because he saw. That's what he saw.
Yeah.
That he could get a war.
Yeah,
And he realized, oh, okay, I do need to put money
Now I'm gonna go back to my original
Well,
statement.
we say what you mean what you say. Everybody ain't don't follow our rules.
Hey, but like I say, but I'm gonna go back to my original statement.
What's that?
The owners, Jerry Jones, the owner from the
Jerry Johnson, you better not stay in this my stage.
Jaguars.
It's my stage.
They didn't come out there to protest and lock arms.
And I don't.
unite
And I
But the
cannot
one
for
thing-
the sake. But
I
if
cannot
you
blame them,
but
bro.
so why did they come out and do that? Then?
Because when Trump
Because he
attacked
tried to
their
take their
building,
money.
So now this is not about the oppression of
no,
people.
this
the
there's
president-
Congress.
I
That's
want
why
my money.
that's why I'm to the point right now. Of just you know what, you might as well end the whole kneeling, the whole protest period. But here's the problem
that's
with
a
you
joke.
doing. But here's the problem with you doing that.
Uh-huh.
The president gonna say he won.
He's gonna say he won no matter
Yes,
what.
Somebody just walked in the barbershop. What you need? What you want?
Hey, Rick, it's Ree.
Hey, what's going on?
It's a lady.
It's a lady.
Throw some oil on the fire.
Go ahead.
Ask the people who are protesting, the protesters, what flag are they going? Are they more interested in holding on to the one with the 50 states and the 50 stars, or that Confederate one they so don't want to get rid of?
That's another one.
Well, see, that's a whole see that's a whole nother conversation.
Now, they kind of tied in together, bro.
They need to, that, it goes
Yeah.
that you can't have both. You can't choose both.
But
It's one
in-
or the other.
In a way, if you choose the history of the country they're choosing, they technically are choosing both, because that Confederate flag, the history of the negative history of it, is tied into. It's tied into the flag.
Well, I will agree with you on one thing about this, is that you're right, because another thing to ask the protesters, off of what you're saying, was, do they not see that their brothers, sisters, fathers, mothers, uncles, who are carrying that Confederate flag, that they're disrespecting the flag just more than Colin Kaepernick is?
Yes.
It was a secession, right?
Correct.
Seceded from the Union.
Correct.
Yes.
So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Now, I would say, I think black people need this conversation, because it's a white issue. White people are understanding what this privilege is. 45 is bringing it to the front. And they're going to have to make some long decisions, some hard decisions about what their future is going to look like.
Well, see, my
We're
thing.
not going back. Ain't no minority in this country going back. So they're going to have to figure this out. But I love the discussion. I love what this is doing and the conflict that is causing between them. And it is messing up their money. It's messing up their money. So you can guarantee that'll be fixed. So the only thing black people have to worry about now, they need to start yelling reparations.
No.
Because they're going to have to recognize, they're going to have to own what it did and what the system has done and continues to do to minorities in this country. And they're going to have to rectify it.
They ain't getting no
You know what?
They're not getting up them reparations.
That's the one part I have to disagree with you on. Reparations, I cannot agree with the reparations part. But the rest of it, I am totally 100% behind you on.
They got that stimulus package about a couple years ago. That was their reparation.
Did you ever see the Dave Chappelle?
I don't have a tip for you guys tonight. I'll think of one.
No. Green, it'll be like greenbacks. Ching. I even take the kind of jingle.
Well, you better call in
In
next week.
multitudes.
You better call in next week with 2 tips.
I listen, everybody. I listen.
Well, thank you for
We
listening.
appreciate it.
Thank you for listening, and tell your friend to tell a friend to tell a
I
friend.
do. You know I support you.
Hey,
So,
now see my cashier and get on out my barbershop.
all right. I got it.
All
Bottom.
right, thanks very much.
Now to me, but my problem is, and my whole problem has been from the start of everybody, when everybody else jumped on board, is they totally lost the message.
Well,
Correct.
let's just, to play slight NFL devil advocate. When it initially started last year, when Colin initially started, there were some players and teams that decided, was like, okay, you know what? We see the backlash y'all are giving him for taking a seat or kneeling. So we have decided as an organization to just lock arms. The ones that initially did it, they're still doing it and still believe in the original cause. They haven't gotten swept up in the new media story of it.
But see, 45 to me, 45 message was another one of those messages to try to push out the original.
Of
message.
course.
Right.
Because if we now worried about 45 and what he's saying and what he tweeting, dealing with that, and now the owners are involved and they dealing with that, they are not even dealing with the original message.
And no one's dealing with the original message. That's why I'm like, you know what? Just stop the whole kneeling, protesting, everything. Period. Right now, you might as well stop because the message has been lost, and now let's find another way, another approach to not even get the message out, but to actually fix the damn problem.
Yeah,
But I think one thing that everybody seems to have forgotten,
What's that?
he who controls the narrative controls the message.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Trump came out.
He-
He didn't want you to believe anything about the inequities in the legal system,
Correct.
the justice system. He didn't want you to do that.
No.
Nope.
He made it about the flag.
Yes. Exactly.
Every talk show in the world
Is now talking about
this being against the
The
flag.
winner
And
always.
or against
Yeah.
Trump, or against Trump.
Yeah.
It's
But-
either against the flag, or it's against the anthem, or it's against Trump now.
But it's been like that since day one.
The owners. And I will show them a little bit of respect, a little bit, for kneeling with their players. I will show them a whole lot more respect when one of them signed Colin Kaepernick.
Now, George, and George asked that question on Facebook as to when are they going to stop blackmailing Colin. Now, I don't think they're going to ever stop blackmailing him because this topic and it's such a hotbed right now. And now, I'll give you an example. Did you just see that in Missouri, there's a bar in Missouri, they ordered 2 jerseys, all right? They're using these 2 jerseys
For mats.
as floor
For
mats.
mats, yes.
What is one of the jerseys? What's the first jersey said? Who's the
I
first
know
jersey?
Kaepernick. I know
No.
Kaepernick. I know he's one of the
Here's
jerseys.
one.
I know he's one of the
Whose jersey
jerseys.
is the first jersey? He wore number 24 for, I think he played for Minnesota. All right. It's Marshawn Lynch. Lynch, Kaepernick are the 2 jerseys
Yes, yes.
that are on the floor
I
mat.
could,
Yes.
I could see that because if you think about the last, well,
This
4
is true.
years.
This is true.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying I could see that if you think about the last 4 years of NFL media coverage.
Yeah.
First, we was all bad at Lynch because he wouldn't respect the reporters and talk. He was making the statement only about what he wanted to talk about. He wasn't trying to hear their stories. Then we switched over to Colin, who was like, "Okay, I got something really to say, and now y'all don't want to hear me either."
Well, let me
But
ask
that,
you-
to me, you're sending a direct message
But yeah.
of hatred
exactly
toward
that's
the guy.
that's the intent.
Exactly.
That's the intent. But George, my dog, my boy, to answer your question, well, let me ask you this question: if they sign Colin Kaepernick, now when his team plays on TV, don't they have to address why he actually kneeled in the first place? So to see him,
No.
I think they will.
It's done.
You don't
It's
think
done.
so?
Colin Kaepernick said he's not protesting.
No. But they're gonna have to say it. Why he originally
He's
kneeled.
already stated that.
No. I'm not saying him. I'm saying the people
There's
now.
going to be
the-
some
like the
reporters
media.
gonna
When the
keep talking
announcer
about
say
it.
that's Colin Kaepernick who took a knee for da 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 da. So now my question is, wouldn't that take the message? Started to take the message back, and that may be
No, they won't.
May be a
The
reason
message
why
is lost.
he's not.
The message is cannot go. This thing has gotten so far off the rails
Right.
that it can never get back on track to get to the message. What? That's why a team knows there's no reason to touch Colin Kaepernick. There is none, because if I bring him in,
Gonna be a circus.
it's gonna be a media circus. I'm gonna get attacked from all over. And I even asked you, I don't think you weren't boycotting, but I've asked other people who are boycotting because of Kaepernick, will you stop boycotting now that they hired Kaepernick, but he's on the bench? They're like, no, I still boycott. Then what the hell are you boycotting for?
But see, in
What the hell are you, what they're doing, and I understand, I don't agree with what the owners are doing, but as a businessman, I understand the move. You're hurting my dollars. You cannot mess up my dollars.
Right.
That's the bottom
And the
line.
thing is, if somebody signs Colin Kaepernick, it's gonna mess up their money.
And that's
right
it.
now.
You're
Right now.
messing up my bottom line.
It might have changed if they would have signed him last year. Okay, yeah, it would have died down. It would have went.
It'll be
something else.
now. It'll be
But
probably
now-
over now. If they would have signed him, I would agree with you. If they would have signed him in the preseason, now that we're in the 4th game,
Yeah.
it'll be over. You know, I don't even think there'll be anybody kneeling now.
Right.
Because Colin Kaepernick stated that if he came back in, he wouldn't kneel.
Yeah, they
he
still
wouldn't
might do the
protest.
lock arms thing, but
Yeah, but I don't think that anyone would kneel.
yeah,
So
Now they in a no-win situation.
yeah.
They in a no-win freaking situation right now.
The only person in the no-win situation is Colin Kaepernick.
He
The
know.
man stood up for what was right, and now he can't get a job.
Yes, but here's the thing about Colin.
He can't get a job. And from what everybody
Not in the NFL.
Just from what everybody just said. He tried
There's
to do
still
what was right,
Canada.
and we're going to allow that to happen.
he still
I mean, there's not, you don't own anything in the NFL.
You're right.
NFL players are rich.
Yes.
They're not wealthy. Exactly.
Correct.
There you go.
They're
Now
not
let me tell
wealthy.
you what I think needs to happen is, and somebody that can change the message back to where it is. If an endorsement, one of these big endorsements, like the FedEx, the Cokes, the Pepsis, the Budweisers, some of these big endorsers, if they decided to come out and say, "Hey, NFL,
No.
if you don't, because of
If you don't do what?
if we don't change this narrative back to what it's originally, and if this country does not change
Yeah.
these inequalities toward a certain segment of people, but it's gonna have to affect America. It doesn't affect all
here's the
America.
thing.
So what you're saying is, because there was one company that
Yes.
tried to do something
Yep.
a little way too silly, talking about, oh, we're going to show we can change America and actually make it great, and
That dumb
make,
Pepsi
That's
commercial?
what I'm saying. So if they stop,
It's the dumbest
no,
thing
no,
ever.
I'm saying
That one.
it's to what you were saying. If they decide to knock back the Super Bowl halftime show this year and tell the NFL they're pulling out until
No.
they decide. That's all. No, I'm just saying.
Somebody else gonna stand
I
up.
think
for
That's,
that.
that's what I'm saying though. That's what I was gonna mention.
Somebody else gonna
Somebody
stand up
could decide to like, okay, we'll pull out. We'll be that one. Somebody gonna slide right in there. Like we'll take their spot.
But we're missing.
And that's the
we're
problem.
missing the whole point. We are missing the whole point here. It's not the NFL's job to change America. It's Americans' job to change America. Don't even look at the NFL as doing anything. NFL should stop protesting. What needs to happen is what Colin Kaepernick should have done, which was vote. Get your damn congressmen in who are going to try to effect change to get these racist judges off these damn benches. My bad, I'm spitting on you. Get these racist law enforcement officers off the out the precincts. Do investigations inside those agencies and get those folks out. You can't tell the NFL to do that. You need to tell Congress to do that. That's what you need to do.
This is very
But
true.
that's the problem that we don't do. We sit here and look at Colin Kaepernick and say, "You're a martyr. You did a great job.
Poor through.
Thank you."
Yeah.
But we don't do a damn thing in these voting polls to go get somebody who can help really affect change.
And it's elections like the one we're about to have.
And we don't go after that.
We need the
We will-
small ones.
The
We don't need.
primaries.
Yes.
You ain't
Next
gonna
year.
get nothing in the
The
big
next
ones.
year, 2018.
This year,
No, it's
Georgia.
2018.
So I'm saying for this year, Georgia gets local stuff. That
Yeah, the mayors-
local.
Yeah, the mayor
Yes.
is this
The
year.
mayor-
Yeah, the mayor is
And,
this year. Yeah.
and then I want to say even for governor.
And you know what? Here's something to bring to them mayoral freaking runoff.
Candidates.
Yes, exactly. Will you do a freaking investigation of these police precincts? Like the one, me and you just had an argument
Yes.
about Cobb County the other day.
Yes.
If anybody would have heard me and you arguing,
Yes.
they would have thought that me and you were enemies, and if we were face to face, we probably would have fought each
We
other.
probably would've fought.
Because the message got lost between me and you on the phone.
But my whole
That's America right there.
hey,
That's America right
but my whole point
Argue
is,
over what are you listening about?
but now we're not arguing. But I can say my whole message is, how can you get the investigator to investigate themselves?
But here,
That's my
they're
only
gonna have to-
issue
They're
with
gonna
the
have to
problem.
have internal affairs the same way that they went in and looked at the LAPD and saw there was a lot of racial.
They brought in an outside
Exactly. But you
So
think
that's
the
not
same thing.
internal. That's still
When I say
not
bring it
internal.
outside of-
Wait, hold on, Rick. Hold on. I can't say, I don't know how, because William Jones has not researched enough to go in to find out.
But when I told you William Jones,
Man, you were arguing.
when I told you William Jones cannot investigate William Jones, and you need to get
I was hot, Rick.
Starlight
Rick, you had me
Beautiful
hot.
to investigate Starlight William Jones.
Rick.
You told me I was wrong.
But I had a good idea. You shot down my good idea.
You
You got my good idea.
The problem was
I'm trying to change America. You trying to keep America the same.
I don't want America to be the same, but I don't want the investigator to investigate the investigation.
I do too. But I don't know who they are. Hey, before we go, I'm sorry. I think we're gonna have to get ready to go. In closing, so I gotta say, R.I.P. to my Uncle Charlie, first of all. Love you.
Uncle Charles.
I was about to say,
I miss my Uncle
man.
Charlie.
I miss my child, dog.
Hey, love you, man.
I miss my Uncle Charles.
And
Sit in front of his home.
and we gotta say, rest in peace to Hugh Hefner, the original Playboy.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't care. I saw something that made me mad. Do not try to bring up any type of black-white issue when it comes to Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner was for everybody.
He hit 'em all.
He was for men all over the world. He was for lesbians all over the world. So if you got a problem with Hugh Hefner, you got a problem with the right side of America.
Well, I mean, excuse me. Maximilian, tell where they can find you at, baby.
Well, y'all can find me on Friday evening, 6 to 7 on these very stations, WWWE 1100 AM, 6 to 7, and it's called Think. Think, not Yell.
That's America.
That's why I'm never on his show.
Something a lot of people don't do.
Yeah, but just one thing, guys. Want everybody to understand. Actually, on this show one night, we had an attorney on. Okay, he said something that made a lot of sense to me also. I'm big on voting. I do a lot of things on my show about voting. I think that's got to be the main reason. But he said, look, you want to change the justice system? When you get that letter that says you have jury duty,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
go.
Yeah.
He said, if I go into court and I got 100 jurors and ain't but 3 of them black, the other guy can kick all 3 of them off. I got
Yes.
all white jury.
Yeah.
You have to go and be part of the process.
You wonder why policemen are
What's
getting
up,
off on
Attorney
killing?
Todd? Hey, Todd, you coming back on the show? We got to have you back on soon.
That's one of the main reasons why police are getting away with killing these people that you see killing, because there are people who are on these jurors,
They
who
don't
are
look like
saying,
us.
hey, I am not going to indict or convict a policeman no matter what.
Mike, where can they find you, baby?
Every Tuesday from 9 to 10, right here.
Hey, baby, before we close, Miss Starlight, you got anything you need to say, baby?
No, just happy fall. Wish it would feel a little bit more like fall, but
90 degrees.
it's nice that the season finally rolled in. It's like I got about 35 more days to the big 35. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, indeed. You gotta go get it. Hey, this has been Talking Randomish. We on WWWE 1100 AM. You can always holler back at us. You can look up, subscribe to us on our YouTube page. But hey, America, we have to have these conversations. We got to come up with something. We got to do something. Because if we keep going the way we is, we all going to hell in a handbasket.
Let's come together
Hey,
right
it's
now
about that
for
time
unity.
to sweep the floors, clean the bathrooms. The shop is now closed.
We out.
Peace.